Kansas City. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Arrowhead. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, this is Mitchell. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mitchell again. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Mitchell off the pistol give. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 29-yard gain, and that's good for a Panthers first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, son. Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. Touchdown, it's intercepted! And the Chiefs will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Right again. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And they can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings them to 3rd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Caught, nice gain left side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 as their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Rank gets it, headed right. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Panthers 0.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to right. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They run again with right. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Offensive line fast.
Now Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Catch made left side by Palmer. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
May now from the gun.
The 40-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down throw for May. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Wright running out of the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
From the gun, it's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Lawrence working from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can have it.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Marquise Fell making the play. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Here's again for Wright. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's May. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
May now on 3rd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's May to the air. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Now a run with right. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Punt meets him at the 28. Has some daylight through the 40. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. He's back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Robinson with the return. Things going well so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32.
Made a throw it. Held in left side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's out in the clear. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
First down, and they go right back to it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Offense is set. First and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Lawrence in the pistol. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Takes this in at the 25. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Now right. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Running right. Here's Wright. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. The give to Wright. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. This is Wright. Oh, he loses the football. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Nothing gained or lost on that run. And now it's 3rd and 3. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Panthers 3.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards on the pickup.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that they love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, It prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger if that back remains hungry.
He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They motion Tucker over left. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mitchell up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
He was taken down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going to try to throw for it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Check, hurt, here we go, check.
First play's a design run. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on their next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. Gets it quickly to Palmer. Up to the races, middle of the field. Can they catch him? Makes the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Fielded at the 14. And Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Catch made underneath, back. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 42.
A gain of 14. 1st down. Panther.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the air, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it, that's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll throw for it. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Looking right, and he finds it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. May now from the gun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for him, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Trying to throw for it with May. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They're going to pass it here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Intended target that time was Jalen Wright. So it's second down coming up. Running it with Wright. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They'll throw, third and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Here's Wright on the carry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Again. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to fourth down.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead.